Well, the key thing came about wanting a single portal for all access to information, resources, and of course learning and teaching and classroom is all a part of that. I guess the key challenge was to have a system which staff knew they could go onto and use very easily and simply, and one that would integrate with other systems that we had in the college. We'd already had an LMS in place before, but teachers found it very hard to use. They wanted to be able to share content with their students, they wanted parents to be able to access it, and so it was a time to look at a new LMS, one that was easy to use for everyone. What we now see happening with teachers producing content, and within an hour they can learn a system, have a course created, have students in there and content ready for students to use and parents to be able to see as well. Well, the solution for us as a total package was to look at SharePoint 2010, and within that we found SharePoint LMS 2010 would plug straight into that, so it was going to be seen by staff as a whole solution, and that full integration was really important for us to manage. Well, the key started when we spoke with our heads of departments, our middle managers last year. We identified that there'd be a point in time where everyone would have a course created, and then we spent 6 months training staff, holding their hands sometimes, working with them in their classrooms to create something which they knew they could use with their classes. The results are we now hear teachers talking about a lesson they might have had with content they're using in the LMS. We're getting parent feedback about being able to access their son's assignments and see what their sons are up to in class. Boys submitting work in a Dropbox and getting immediate feedback, and so it's been really positive. I guess with teachers there's probably two groups. There was all those early adopters who wanted to get in there and they found their own material online to be able to access and use the system, get courses created. And there was another group of staff who sat back and watched for a little while, and then when they eventually came on board they found that it was actually a very easy system to use, and especially to use with the students in their classes. The student perspective, they had to learn this new system, but it wasn't foreign to them. And what we discovered as teachers was that we might have a nice structure of navigation set up for them, but they go and explore in their own way anyway, and they got very used to it very quickly in the whole area of integrating with their teachers and classes. I think I have to say that the key thing was that now, rather than having separate places for information, it was all contained within a single course. A logical place, because in my geography course, for example, that's where I can find worksheets, all the resources I need, the assignments I need, and they're there for the students to access as well. So it was a single point to be able to find all those resources together.